I Can See Clearly Now, Vietnam, Waterfall, Journey On, Many Rivers to Cross are some of Jimmy Cliff's greatest hits. Before Peter Tosh and Bob Marley together with Bunny Wailer or even Burning Spear begun singing, there was a reggae legend. Welcome to the story of a Jamaican reggae superstar James Chambers, professionally known as Jimmy Cliff. In St. James, 1944, at 30th of July, Jimmy Cliff was born. For unknown reasons, Jimmy Cliff stopped singing at time we can see Bob Marley beginning his musical career. Many of you might have known him as Ivan, as starred in the Harder They Come film that made reggae capture a large audience for the first time. Now let's see Jimmy Cliff. He began writing songs while still at primary school in St. James, listening to a neighbor's sound system. When Chambers was 14, his father took him to Kingston, where he would take up the stage name Jimmy Cliff. Cliff sought out many producers while still going to school, trying to get his songs recorded without success. He also entered talent contests. One night I was walking past a record store and restaurant as they were closing, pushed myself in and convinced one of them, Leslie Kong, to go into the recording business, starting with me, he writes in his own website biography. After 2 singles that failed to make much impression, his career took off when Hurricane Hattie became a hit while he was aged 17. It was produced by Kong, with whom Cliff remained until Kong's death from a heart attack in 1971. In 1964, Cliff was chosen as one of Jamaica's representatives at the World's Fair in New York, and in the same year Cliff was featured in a program called This Is Ska. Alongside Prince Buster, Toots and the Maytals, and Byron Lee and the Dragonaires. His international debut album was Hard Road to Travel, released in 1967. It received excellent reviews and included Waterfall, which became a hit in Brazil and won the International Song Festival. Waterfall was followed in 1969 by Wonderful World, Beautiful People, and Vietnam in 1970, both popular throughout most of the world. Bob Dylan called Vietnam the best protest song he had ever heard. In 1972, Cliff starred as Ivan Martin in the classic reggae film, The Harder They Come, directed by Perry Henzell. 9. As the film tells Martin's story, he is a young man without funds. Arriving in Kingston from the country, he tries to make it in the recording business, but without success. Eventually, he turns to a life of crime. The soundtrack album of the film was a huge success that sold well around the world, bringing reggae to an international audience for the first time. It remains one of the most internationally significant films to have come out of Jamaica since independence. The film made its debut